Indie Mogul.
Welcome to this week's Movie Math. Here are today's headlines. Universal Studios and Disney World create immersive movie experiences. Hollywood might be delivering movies to your TV just 30 days after theatrical release. Looney Tunes is coming back, and of course, the weekend box office. Now let's get started. Next weekend, Muggles will finally be able to physically experience the world they've only read about in books and seen on the silver screen. Yes, that's when Universal Studios Orlando's Wizarding World of Harry Potter opens for select fans that purchased special theme park hotel packages, while the official grand opening is June 18th. But this is no ordinary theme park experience. The entire creative team behind the movies has joined forces with Universal Studios to literally bring the movies to life in this 20-acre zone. The major attraction will be Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, a thrill ride which uses new robotic arm technology and 360-degree film technology to do things like realistically put you in the middle of a Quidditch match. House in Hogwarts Castle, even waiting in line will be an experience as the paintings around you will come to life. Also, two of the park's existing roller coasters, Dueling Dragons and Flying Unicorn, have been refurbished Potter style. After the thrills, you can go to Ollivander's, where a wand will choose you, and pick up some snacks at Honeydukes and souvenirs at Filch's Emporium of Confiscated Goods. And don't forget to get a refreshing glass of actual butterbeer created just for the park at the Three Broomsticks. Not to be outdone, Walt Disney World is currently building an expansion of their popular Fantasyland that will capitalize on their popular Disney Princess line, allowing you to enter the worlds of your favorite animated classics. In 2012, you will be able to physically visit Cinderella at her chateau, where her rags will change into a ball gown before your eyes. Or you can visit Sleeping Beauty in the forest, helping the three magic fairies to prepare her birthday party. Also, the Beast's Castle joins the neighborhood with a new Be Our Guest dining experience, not to mention Belle's Cottage and Gaston's Tavern nearby. Finally, in addition to these meet and greet experiences, there will be a Little Mermaid ride. So which lands are you planning to visit? Do you like this immersive new format in theme park entertainment? And what other movies would you like to have the chance to experience? Speaking of new ways to experience movies, Hollywood is trying to think outside the box as DVD sales continue to drop. The latest plan they're considering is a premium on-demand cable service, which would make movies available to rent just 30 days after they're released in theaters for a price of $20 to $30. Theater owners are obviously not happy about this plan and are threatening to boycott any films that would participate in this release schedule. This is similar to the dispute over Alice in Wonderland earlier this year, when theater owners were upset that Disney was releasing the movie on DVD just 3 months after its theatrical release instead of the usual 4 months. However, in the end, the theater owners caved and showed the movie. It became the highest-grossing movie of the year and is set to make a killing on DVD June 1st. But is the 30-day window going too far? Studios argue that they only make 28% of their revenue off of a film's theatrical release, and they need to think outside the box before something like iTunes does to them what it did to the music industry. However, I'd argue that while the way music is purchased has certainly changed, the way we listen to it has not. Seeing a movie, on the other hand, is a shared experience, similar to a sporting event. To dilute the audience could suck all the excitement out of the medium. Also dangerous, the fact that IMAX 3D tickets in New York City are now $20. In an effort to make more money, Hollywood is going to force people to stay at home where, let's face it, they just become another channel on the TV. With animated movies dominating at the box office, Warner Brothers has remembered that they actually have a pretty darn famous animation franchise sitting in a dusty old box somewhere. Yes, the Looney Tunes are being primed for yet another comeback. This summer, the first of several 3D computer-animated shorts featuring Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote will debut in front of Cats and Dogs: The Revenge of Kitty Galore. Then in the fall, Bugs and Daffy will be joining the Cartoon Network lineup. The cartoon will feature them as roommates living in a cul-de-sac with some familiar faces as neighbors. It's like Cougar Town, just as raunchy but now also violent. Warner Brothers will also be releasing video games and new DVD compilations. Do you think there's still an audience for this comedic style of mayhem? Or is Warner Brothers just the Wile E. Coyote to the animation industry's Roadrunner? It was a harrowing weekend at the box office as both new releases were smacked in the face by audiences. Shrek Forever After managed to come in at number 1 with 71 million, a number that's impressive until you consider the franchise's track record. However, it's still a bigger opening than those of recent DreamWorks hits, so Shrek can take what should be his final bow with dignity. The real question here, though, is are there so many animated movies now that they are no longer events? DreamWorks Animation itself has 5 movies coming out over the next 2 years. Very soon, computer-animated movies might no longer be easy money for the studios. And the same thing could happen to you, 3D! Beware! In second place, Iron Man 2 flew past $250 million, but still has a ways to go before it'll have Alice in Wonderland in its sights. Meanwhile, Robin Hood took third place, with the overseas market continuing to act as its Sherwood Forest, protecting the film from U.S. apathy. Letters to Juliet and Just Right rounded out the top 5, with MacGruber debuting in 6th place. It's a shame to see this movie blow up in Will Forte and Jorma Tacón's faces, as I had the chance to sit down with them earlier this week, and I can tell you they put their hearts and souls into this movie. And I think it paid off with a solid, entertaining film, but I guess audiences will just have to be blown away on DVD. Also of note, Bollywood film Kites debuted in the number 10 spot, despite playing in just 208 theaters. And this is the reason why. And that's this week's Movie Math. As always, thanks for watching. And please, if you have a few minutes to spare, fill out the survey for YouTube. The link is also posted in the video description. It's about web shows, and I hope when they ask you which shows you like to watch, you'll click on Beyond the Trailer. I'm Grace Randolph, and we just did some Movie Math.
Subscribe, comment, rate it.